earth was young, all living things lived in harmony with the spirit world. The night sky remembers these days. If we listen closely, we can hear the stories of the stars, stories of adventure, mystery, and love across the realms. The Corona Borealis tells such a tale, for it was once a complete circle of stars, until a beautiful star maiden captured the heart of a brave hunter named Waupee. Waupee was quick and quiet. His body was like a lean cedar. His arms were like strong young branches. There was no track made by bird or beast that he could not follow. He glided easily through the forest, and he could hear every breath and every whisper that all the forest spirits made. One day, Waupee was in a deep, remote part of the forest, past any place he had walked before when he came upon a clearing. In the clearing, he found a perfect circle of footprints. He walked the circumference and found no path leading to or from them. No leaf was turned, no twig was broken outside the circle. Waupee thought this was very strange, so he hid nearby to watch and wait. He watched the stars come out one by one and pondered the spaces in between. Then he heard the most beautiful music fill the air. Waupee looked to the sky and saw a star cluster swirl towards the earth. It took the form of a large basket carrying 12 beautiful maidens. The basket gently touched down in the circle, and the maidens, daughters of the Star Chief, got out and began to dance around and around and around. Waupee had never seen a sight so amazing. He was entranced by these celestial sisters, and one maiden in particular caught his eye. She was gentle and graceful, and her face shone with joy. Waupee fell in love with her instantly. He walked over to greet her, but the maidens were startled and flew as quick as birds back to the basket. They disappeared into the night sky, leaving Waupee gazing bewildered into the firmament. Waupee returned the next night, determined to see his love again. Everything happened as before, and the Astral Beauties returned for their mysterious night dance. Waupee was determined to get a closer look, so he transformed himself into a mouse and scurried into the circle. The maiden screamed and tried to kill the mouse with her stomping feet and striking sticks. Except the maiden that Waupee loved so dearly picked up the mouse and protected it from her sisters. Waupee looked up at her gentle eyes and transformed himself back into a man. The other sisters ran for the basket, but the Star Maiden was stricken with love for Waupee. She looked at her sisters and back at Waupee. She cried as she watched the basket disappear into the night sky. Waupee took her by the hand. Their eyes met, and from that moment on, Waupee and the Star Maiden were unified. Waupee and the Star Maiden created a life on Earth full of magic and mystery. They lived abundantly, yet they never took more than they needed. They gave birth to a son, and they took care of each other devotedly. Their days were filled with smiles, laughter, and songs. Meanwhile, high in the endlessness of the star realm, the Star Chief commanded his daughters to return and collect their sisters and her son from their earthly home so that they could live out their destinies in the stars. The son of Waupee and the Star Maiden cried out in the night. The Star Maiden took him outside to watch the storm roll in and to tell him stories of the spirits of the sky so that he would not be afraid. Out of the darkness, a mysterious white hawk appeared, beckoning her. The Star Maiden and her son followed the hawk past trees, past hills and streams to the clearing as the rain began to fall. At the clearing, the stars above began to swirl and the familiar song of the Star Maidens lifted through the air. The Star Maiden was overjoyed to see her sisters descend from the sky. She looked for Waupee, but the mystical and magical song put her into a trance. A clap of thunder woke Waupee. He woke and looked for his family frantically. The song of the Star Maidens blew in with the rain, and Waupee ran like lightning through the storm to the clearing. He arrived just as the basket disappeared into the cosmic reaches. Waupee let out a cry that shook the earth, and his tears streamed down like the rain. The Star Maiden embraced her star sisters and showed her son all the wonders of the star realm. But every time she looked at her young son, she remembered Waupee, and she remembered how much she missed her man. The Star Maiden went to the clouded edges of the star realm to watch over Waupee. Each day, Waupee waited at the clearing. And each night he watched and waited.
I watch the twilight shadows from the ceaseless march of the moon. Ohio, now that I have come to your lodge, will follow the setting sun. We'll watch the twilight shadows from the ceaseless march of the moon. Now that we have come to your lodge, we'll follow the rising sun.
The Star Chief heard their mournful song and called for his daughter. He said to her, "Waupee is a brave hunter. No mortal has ever entered these endless cosmic reaches. If your real love wishes to join his family here, he must earn his passage into our realm. You may return to Earth and deliver this message to Waupee. Tell him he must collect a part of every animal he finds in the forest and bring it to me. Only then will I consider him worthy of the incandescent love of a star maiden."
Okay.
Down, 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 down. The Star Maiden went with her son in the basket. Waupee heard the Star Maiden's song and searched the sky. His heart swelled as he watched his family descend through the misty skies. He seized them both in his arms to prove to himself that they were really there and not figures of a dream. The Star Maiden gave Waupee her father's message, and she gave him blessings for a good hunt. They said their goodbyes, and the basket began to rise, and they all cried and cried and cried. Waupee promised to meet them again in the stars. Stories of Waupee and the Star Maiden and their love across the realms spread throughout the forest. All the forest creatures were at peace with Waupee and his hunt. From all the animals that walked, Waupee took paws, hooves, and tails. From all the animals that flew, Waupee took beaks, claws, and wings. He blessed and thanked each animal for their gift. Waupee called for the basket, and he rode it into the sky. He rode past the stardust and past the moon mist. Everything was clouded and beautiful and white. The distances went on and on and on. In the star realm, a large assembly greeted the brave hunter. The Star Chief was pleased with Waupee's offering. He passed out animal parts to all the star people gathered there. Those who received claws, paws, and tails were transformed into animals and scurried away. Those who received feathers and beaks were transformed into birds and flew away. The Star Chief then turned to Waupee and his family and taking the feathers from Waupee's headband, he transformed the family into 3 white hawks. They flew down, down, down from the star realm, rocking on the updrafts. They soared high on broad wings over the open fields and wide meadows. They glided over the forest, past all the magical star animals newly born from their love. The family lived out the rest of their long lives, belonging neither to the earth nor the sky. Their ancestors are flying to this very day, light and happy forever after.